Well, hello, my beautiful people. Today is all about spending New Year's alone, whether you are planning on it or not, ever doing it, which I think 1 year in your life, you should at least be spending it by yourself, or at least with someone that you can vibe with and talk to and have a good time with, not at a club drinking and getting faded. So this thought obviously came up because New Year's is coming up within a couple weeks. And last year for New Year's, I was out, not at a club, but at this house party that I didn't really want to be there in the first place because I didn't know really any. I mean, I knew I was acquaintances with people there. Some of them went to my school, some of them were randos. Um, and I went with my friend group, but even my friend group, I wasn't like besties with. I mean, I could call them really close friends, but anyways, they weren't like besties except for one of them was there. And I went because I wanted to spend time with them, and it wasn't at a bar, it was at a house party. So I was like, "Oh, okay." Like I personally do not like bars. For most, if I'm trying to go to a night out, that's not sitting at a bar. Like that's not at a bar. I would go on a first date, or not even a first date, low key. Like I would go on a date at a bar, but I wouldn't, like, that's just not my cup of tea. Sitting down, having some beers or a couple wines or whatever, and like just talking like with randos around, like also just talking. Like I want to dance. I want to listen to music and vibe, and I don't know, I feel like that's just for, anyways, I'm going on a tangent, but bars are not my thing. So I didn't want to spend my New Year's at a bar sitting down. So I went to this house party, and I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, I was trying to enjoy it. I wasn't being like a brat, being like, I want to leave, I want to leave. I mean, at the beginning, I was like, I don't really want to be here, but I'm just going to make the most out of it. But so that was last year. The year before that was the first year that I actually spent it alone because my friends wanted to go to a bar. And I was like, I never really liked going to bars anyways, like I just said. And they wanted to meet up with these guys that they are kind of obsessed with. And I wasn't really friends with the guys, the guy group. And we all went to Lincoln together, or we all went to high school together. And I just was never really that close with them. I never really had that much fun with them. But the point of the story, that was when I was kind of beginning my spiritual journey. And I was thinking, okay, I don't really want to be around randos or people that don't make me feel good, you know? Don't like, not even just good, but when I talk to them, when I talk to people in general, I want to feel enlightened by them. I want to feel good vibes, and like our conversations are meaningful and they're not about like gossip or just like funny like things. Like, I mean, yeah, I want my conversations to be funny, but you know what I mean? Like I just want to be having very high vibrational conversations. And with these people, it was just not really gonna level me up in any way. So I thought, what would I rather do? Like, I was like, do I have to go? Because spending New Year's alone is so lonely. Like, that's so sad. That's depressing. But then I was like, actually, what's more depressing is going into the new year with a whole group of people that I really don't care for. Like, I'm not friends with you really. Like, I'm just going to be sitting down and drinking, and like, am I going to be more content in that area, or by myself, which I love my own company, listening to my music that I want to listen to, doing the things that I want to be doing in a comfy bed, good vibes all around me, good energy. So I chose that route. So that was 2 years ago. I spent it alone, and I journaled. I listened to music. I got high, took an edible, And I was just manifesting, and I was just like reflecting on the year, and I was just in the room by myself, really having some deep thoughts. And at some points I was like, damn, like it's 12, like I wonder what everyone else is doing in the world, like kissing their boyfriends, turning the fuck up, having iconic memories, like drunk memories. But I was like thinking about it more and more, and I was like, it's 12, and I'm going into the new year fully sober, fully like in deep thought basically, and I'm not like gonna wake up tomorrow and feel like, oh, what did I do? Sleep in all day, like have something to cure a hangover, even though I don't get hangovers. I've only gotten a hangover one time in my life, which is why I say, oh my God, if I was a person who got hangovers after every time I drink, I would not drink. Like I literally would not drink. So anyways, besides the point, I was like, I'm actually just gonna wake up really refreshed, and I'm not gonna be regretting anything. I'm not gonna wake up on the first New Year's and be like, oh my God, like, just anxiety basically. And so I felt really good about that. So, anyways, I'm just trying to say that whether if you are alone for New Year's, wanting to be or not wanting to be, I would say definitely make the most out of it and embrace it. And I'm not really one to get FOMO unless, obviously, like, for example, Erykah Badu is coming to fucking Portland. And I'm like, oh my God, like, every time I see her post, like, literally there's, like, a hole in my heart. It's like, my soul, like, needs to be there. Like, I need to be there. Like, it will happen one day, so I'm not even going to worry about it. But that's, like, a kind of FOMO. Like, with or without, with a whole friend group of mine going or without a whole friend group of mine going, I would have FOMO no matter what because it's Erykah Badu. But none of my friends are going, so. Anyways. But anyways, for your New Year's, try not to get FOMO because just be in the present. Like, are you going to wake up the next morning on New Year's and be like, what did I do last night? What did I do 2024 New Year's when you're older? And be like, actually, I was thinking about what everyone else was doing the whole time and how lonely I am. And how depressing it was and sad it was to be by myself, starting the new year by myself, like with no one. There's two different ways to look at it. You can look at it like that and think, oh, I'm going into the new year all alone. Or you can look at it being like, I'm going into the new year by myself confidently, and confidently being able to be secure with myself rather than being at a club with all these randos, these guys that are fucking groping asses, roofing people probably, and making out with a random guy just to get your New Year's kiss. What if you got fucking herpes? Like, okay, I'm sorry, but like maybe you didn't. But even if you didn't, you're still fucking kissing a random guy that has no meaningful to you. That's another thing that I also thought about is like I used to always want to have a New Year's kiss. Like, oh my God, like because I've never had a boyfriend, obviously. I think I've told you that in the things before. But, and so I was always like, oh my God, who's going to be my New Year's kiss? Like, I have to find a New Year's kiss. I will find a New Year's kiss. But I'm like, why was I so desperate to find a fucking New Year's kiss? Like, I don't need a man or a kiss to make me happy going to the New Year's. Like, it's such a stigma to be like, by 12 o'clock, you need to be making out with someone. Like, why? Why? Like, does that make your value go up more if you went into the new year kissing someone, stranger or not? Like, I get it if he's your boyfriend, like that's a different story. Like you love each other and you don't want to kiss, whatever. But a random guy to kiss them, does that make you feel better? Like that makes you be like, yeah, I got a kiss. I got someone. You didn't get a kiss? You didn't get a kiss? Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Like, oh, that must have felt bad. Like you must have felt lonely. You must have felt out of place. Like actually, no, I felt really secure in myself. And I didn't need a kiss or a makeout session to make me feel hot and make me feel sexy and make me feel loved. Like, no. Actually, no. So, I just fucking hate when people are like, oh my God, like, you'll get a boyfriend soon. Like, don't worry. Like, it'll all come in time. Like, yeah, I know it'll come in time. So, I don't know. Like, why are you reassuring me? Like, I get it's all out of, like, niceness and whatever. Like, they're just trying to look out for you. But things are so revolved around finding that person and finding that love and the right time and everything. And it's like, yeah, I want a boyfriend, but I'm also fine without having one. And anyways, this is off topic. This is a different show. Like, this is a different episode that I could go into. But I feel like New Year's is a lot about finding that one kiss, finding that kiss going into the new year to like start it off with a spark. But I would rather start off the new year with meaningful intentions with myself or a few other people or one other person or people that I love and know that are good energy and high vibes around me than random people, shaking ass, drunk, and not remembering it. So that's one thing. But yeah, if you are by yourself, don't feel bad. Know that other people are by themselves too, and you're not like the only one being a loser inside your home. Like, no. Also, if you have animals, that makes you feel even better. Like, I wish I had a dog here, but I have a dog back home in Portland, but not for the New Year's. I will be here this year again, spending the New Year's by myself because I could choose to go out. I have friends here. I've had a couple friends. A lot of people are traveling though to different places to spend the New Year, but I'm staying here in Barcelona. Well, I'm going to go back home in Portland for a week and then come back here for New Year's. So I could decide to say, I'm going to go out with my friends and, turn up. But I'm saying now that I actually don't want to do that, and it's a choice for me to stay inside for New Year's. Part of me does think, like, I'm young. Oh, my God. Like, I'm going to be spending New Year's inside for the rest of my life when I'm old. Like, why would I want to do that? But I don't know. I feel like it's just, you just really have to set your intentions for the new year. And I don't want to start the next day. Like, I want it to be, maybe I'm thinking about it too hard, but too deep. Maybe it's too deep, like, to think about. But when it hits 12 and it's like a whole new year, like, oh my God, like, I don't know. I love the new year. And so I just want to be having good intentions going into it. And I don't need to be plastered, shaking my ass, downing tequila, kissing a man to say that I am happy about my new year. Like, I'm fine and I'm secure in myself staying home. And I'm actually very excited for it. So I will tell you some of the things that I will be doing. Or, well, actually, that I would want to do, because some of the things that I would want to do, I don't have. But I'm just putting it out there for all of you. Number 1, take a bath. And this is New Year's Eve day / night. Take a bath, but not only just a bath, have candles, have music, or like a movie that you want, like a rom-com or a childhood movie, or I wouldn't say a horror movie. I feel like horror movies are like low vibes, but whatever floats your boat. Have some bath bombs or rose petals, dim the lights, do a face mask, do just like a full self-care day. You could also do this on the 1st, but I feel as though going into the new year, you don't have to do like, okay, these are all the things that I'm going to start on day 1 of New Year's. Like, you're already, if you do them the day before, you're already in the New Year's. Like, I have my toes done. I just did a face mask yesterday. I'm glowing from all the things that I did yesterday. So you already feel good. So the day of, it doesn't really feel like a chore. Not that it ever really should feel like a chore. It should feel good whenever you do this stuff. But anyways, you know what I mean. Take a bath and pamper yourself. I don't know why this always fucking shows up. Number 2, once you're done with the bath, put on clothes that make you just feel like sexy. Just like basically romanticize your life. Even if you're a man watching this too, you could do this too. Put on boxers. If you're a woman too, you can do this, whatever. It's like silk boxers, or just like boxers that make you feel confident. A robe, some lingerie, put on some cute slippers, maybe even some nylons, do your hair, put on some light makeup. I don't wear foundation or like concealer or anything on my skin really. I wear like blush and eyeshadow and lip liner. So that would be light makeup for me. That would just be normal makeup for me. But whatever makes you feel good. But also, side note, I should make a video on this also as well, is you should really start wearing you should be getting used to wearing less makeup than you normally do so you can actually feel confident in your skin. Um Rather than like having to put on makeup to feel sexy. Like you should feel sexy as well without makeup. So anyways, different video for that. But yeah, do whatever makes you feel good. Light candles, put on perfume. Do like everything that's self-care, like floss your teeth, brush your teeth, tongue scrape, lotion your hands, do your nails, your pedicure, your manicure, shave your legs or wax yourself, do your eyebrows, put on hair oil or hair mask, stuff on for your eyelashes, just like everything. Also, the day of, you could declutter your room. Get rid of shit that you don't want, donate it, sell it. Organize your clothes, like your closet. Also, drink lots of water. Every day, you should be drinking lots of water. I have this bad gal here. And everyone's like, oh my God, like, they like roast my water bowl. I'm like, actually, it's a part of me. It is as though it is my phone. I took it to the club once on accident because it's just part of me, you know? And I was like, oh my God, why am I at a fucking club with my huge ass hydro? But I need it. So anyways, hydrate. And I mean, if you want, you can treat yourself to a couple glasses of wine, you know, a couple bougie tequila drinks, whatever. But I wouldn't recommend getting drunk by yourself because for me, at least, when I get drunk by myself, I'm like drunk by myself, which has happened only a few times. I'm not an alcoholic, guys. But like, not even drunk by myself. That sounds really dramatic. But like, you know, feeling good. Then I'm like, oh my God, like, what am I doing? This is really depressing. Why am I getting drunk by myself? Like, why am I? But it is a vibe. So it depends on what your personality is like. But for me, I wouldn't get drunk on New Year's. I just want to be in a clear mind, you know, clear intentions, everything. And don't go on social media. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's something you should not do on New Year's Day and New Year's next day, first day of January. Don't go on your fucking phone on social media. I don't have social media, so that is fine for me, but you're going to compare yourself. You're going to be like, oh my God, they look so hot. They look so this. Oh my God, should I have gone out? Like, put your fucking phone away or do not disturb, delete the apps, whatever you can to just not go on your phone. Unless you're listening to music or podcasts, you can still have your phone on do not disturb and apps deleted and everything. So do not do that. And another thing, yeah, if you are spiritual, manifest, meditate, light your sage, Palo Santo, just like have your room, just honestly have your room be full vibes. Like that will set the mood 100%. Like that's the first thing you have to start doing before all this. Like set the room vibe. No highlights, no like loud noises. Put in earplugs if your fucking if your area is noisy. Anyways, stretch, do your hobby. That's what another thing you should do. If you like to draw, sew, cook. You can cook yourself an amazing meal. Cook yourself a new meal, even if it sucks in the end. Like, at least you tried it. Or a dessert. Just putting things out there. But yeah, and then also I would definitely say just like journal what you feel. Even if you do feel a little sad in the moment, that's fine. Write it down and then go to the deep root of that. Like, why do I feel sad right now? Is this a reason to feel sad or actually happy? Am I sad because I'm leaving a part of me that I am used to, like my comfort zone? Am I leaving my comfort zone? I don't know. Like, why are you sad? Anyways, but once it hits 12, 2 years ago when I was by myself, I kissed myself on the hand and I hugged myself and I said things that I could think of that I loved about myself and that I'm proud of, and to give yourself that love. Like, you don't need anyone. You don't have to wait around, sit around for anyone to give you all this good loving. Like, tell yourself how much you love yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say this fire shit about yourself. Like, it's not fucking cocky. Wait, why would I even think that that's cocky? Like, it's literally not cocky. but some people I know are like feel awkward about, even when people give them confidence, compliments, they're like, thanks, like I really don't like how my hair looks today actually. Like, why don't you just fucking say thank you? Just accept the fucking compliment. So start forcing yourself to say good things about yourself, because if you don't believe it, no one else will. So get to that. Um and yeah, just work on your goals. I don't really know what else to say, girl, but I'm with you here on the new year, 2025. It's not a bad thing to be by yourself in the new year. It's not a sad thing. It's actually really strong and brave, and it's valuable, and it's impressive. And a lot of people don't find themselves happy or comfortable being by themselves. But I think it's I'm trying to think of a word, but I can't think of it. It's I don't know what the fuck the word is, but it's similar to impressive thing to do. So people should look up to you. And if anyone judges you that you choose to be by yourself on New Year's, fuck them. They're literally not meant for you then. Like, when I told my friends that, they were like, oh, like, I think they kind of like made a joke out of me. Not like actually like laughing at me, but I think they were kind of like thinking like, why would she want to be by herself on New Year's? Like, she should just come. But I didn't want to come, and I didn't care how they felt. I knew what I wanted to do, and I'm gonna want to start New Year's more by myself, but not really by myself. It's just the energy, you know. Yes, I would rather be by myself than in a club full of randos, but I would also be wanting to be with my girls, a group of girls. Not that I even have really lots of friends, because I choose my friends wisely, but I would want to be like with a group of girls, or like my sister, drinking some wine, talking, having deep talks with people you trust, and just going into this with like the most amount of love that you can, rather than being at a club. So it's not all saying like, be by yourself, be by only yourself. No, you can just be around with people, and the people you love, and the things you love doing. And if that counts as getting plastered blackout drunk, I mean, do that, but in the end, get some help, go to rehab. Anyways, that's my little spiel for the day. I hope that if you just feel more confidence going into the new year if you're by yourself, and I'm here with you, and just don't think about it. It's not that deep to be around everyone else during New Year's. Like, it's a social construct thing to be like, New Year's, you have to go hard or go home. I will go home then. I will be home happily in my bed and in my house with the highest vibrations all around. So I hope this inspired you, and I love you, and let's go into 2025 with some good ass energy and set your intentions. And I love you.